Building a computer system and network, more specifically, software. If we're going to talk about software, then we must define what that is. Software is the program or programs as well as other operating information used by a computer. One major category of software is an operating system. An operating system is a software that supports a computer's basic functions, such as scheduling tasks, executing applications, and controlling peripherals. There are three main operating systems: Windows, Linux, and Mac OS. First, Microsoft Windows, created in the 1980s by Bill Gates. Windows has become the most popular operating system among the modern computer users for reasons such as updates. Windows receives updates on a regular basis. Operation speed. Windows runs extremely fast, with supporting hardware. Speaking of support, there's a vast amount of support for Windows as it has been around as long as the personal computer. Lastly, it is preloaded on most computers that you purchase today. Next up is Linux, created in the 1990s by Linus Torvalds. Although Linux never really took off in the market, there are still plenty of reasons to consider it. No matter what version of Linux you want, it's free. It's just as fast, if not faster, than most other operating systems, and it's more reliable than most other operating systems. Lastly, it's also open source, meaning the user has complete control. And last up is Apple's Mac OS, created by Steve Jobs in the 1980s. Despite being created around the same time as Windows, Mac OS didn't really take off until 10 to 15 years ago. With this, it has many positives that may sway you towards it. Mac OS is free with any Apple computer. It is also fast because it runs on products that Apple makes. It's also reliable because of that fact as well. The support for it is extensive if you're creative. However, when it comes to a business setting, it kind of dwindles away. And last but not least is drivers. Drivers are a group of files that enable one or more hardware devices to communicate with the computer's operating system. This means for anything to function on your computer properly, you would need to install the correct drivers. So your mouse, keyboard, monitor, camera, microphone, the list goes on, all need drivers to operate at their fullest capacity. In conclusion, we need an operating system to run our computer, and we need the drivers